care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2020. Thanks for tuning in today. Glad you could stop by and pay a visit. We'll be here for a couple of hours. Hope you're having a good day wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. And that's none of my business. Just
Don't look at me
Unless
like
you
that.
want it to be.
Don't look at me like that already. I already feel ashamed today.
You should. I caught him in the chicken. I caught him in the kitchen eating chicken.
Oh, I heard.
No, look, because of course the first call I make is Katie.
Just be quiet. Just be quiet. I caught him in the kitchen eating chicken.
Fried chicken.
Fried,
Oh, really?
deep fried chicken, no less.
Oh my God.
And
okay.
what's the excuse? Always in the rationalization. You want to know what it was?
He was at work till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you very much.
I was
What does that
literally
have
here
to do?
till
What?
1 o'clock in the morning? I didn't eat anything.
Just be quiet now. Just sit there and take your punishment.
I was starving.
You just take your
It
punishment.
was literally the
Sit
only
there in
thing
shame.
Shame.
there. Yeah, no, I mean, okay, fine. We got Katie.
You need
for
to turn. Good thing you don't have your mic on because this is radio.
I mean, we got Katie for the fairs.
It's a good thing you don't have your mic on. It's
It's
radio.
on. Mine's on unless Katie's muting me.
No,
think she
I
is, though.
don't have your mic.
Right.
Yeah, you need to mute him.
Oh,
Can you
God.
mute him? Can you mute him?
He's off.
He's off. Good.
That's
Thank
how
you.
y'all do it?
All right.
I
So
thought we was family.
I'm standing. I walk in, and I see him standing there, and there's this giant bucket of chicken something or others.
We had 100 delivered this morning.
Thank you
100
very
chicken
much.
tenders.
I'm literally
100 chicken. You need to just. Can you just lip it for a second? And so there he is standing, and he sees me walking in, and doesn't, and he knows he's busted, right? And the first thing I was here till 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking,
I didn't ask.
what does that have to do with that? None of my business. I don't care what you're doing. And then I realized he's eating the chicken, and that was the excuse. You had no business eating those chicken wings or
I
whatever.
was mid chicken wing.
Whatever.
Mid
All
chicken
right.
tender.
We're done picking on you now. Welcome to the show, and that's what we do to the crew when they nutritionally misbehave.
Fair enough.
Katie's laughing.
I mean, we got her last week for the fair, so I get it.
Katie,
It makes sense.
Well, she's 106 pounds. You're 206. Okay?
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm also a foot taller than Katie. I mean, come on.
He's hopeless.
I'm not. I'm a foot taller than Katie. Like, we're talking about height,
So
weight. I get it.
here we are, and I hope you're not eating greasy chicken tenders or whatever they're called early in the morning.
Do you
not-
eat breakfast?
Yeah, you see me every morning.
Okay, I didn't know if you made breakfast before you came to work. I was going to ask,
no,
do you do oatmeal or
no,
just the bars?
No,
I think those are the easiest things to have in the morning, like the bars and stuff. They're handy. They're
This is
nutritional.
This is a nice. This has 10 grams of protein, 0 sugar. It's not artificially sweetened either, and 9 grams of fiber.
And no preparation. You don't have to sit above the
And
stove
it's
and make it.
dairy-free, egg-free, gluten-free, soy-free, but it's not free.
Straight up.
And it's has it's not jacked with calories. It's a protein bar, cookie bar combination called BooFit, BHO, long on the O, Boo or BooFit. Not bad, chocolate.
It's
And-
not that big either. He
No.
makes it last the whole show. I have no idea.
And so, or I'll have they have a nice BoFit protein bar, all plant-based. And I have nothing to do with these people. They're not a sponsor. Or they don't know me from Adam's Rib. But the products are good. And that's my breakfast with coffee. I'm not a big breakfast eater, man. Everybody says, oh, you have to break fast. Well, no, you need to fast. How about
Yeah.
that?
I'm not a coffee drinker, and today I'm drinking coffee. I get up at 3:30 in the morning. I somehow function every day. I have no idea how. I'm not a coffee drinker.
So proud of you.
But the restaurant that came in this morning brought in a cold brew, and it's delicious. I've drank it. I am very wired right now. I forget how much coffee affects me. I'm serious. I don't ever drink it.
Yeah.
And so it's a small, it's not even a 16-ounce cup. So I was like, I can drink this. I'll be fine. I've drinking half the cup, and my hands are shaking.
Yeah, you're not accustomed to that
At all.
that stimulation. You have to do slow.
I'm like that I drink a soda, and I'm like that. So I have zero tolerance.
That was like me when I drank like 3 Celsius at one time and nobody stopped me.
That wasn't a good idea.
Caffeine has to be managed. You just can't bombard your body, your system with the caffeine if you're not accustomed to it. I am a proponent of using caffeine. I know that some people may think that that's unhealthy. I'm with Michael Pollan. Read his new book, Caffeine. How it's something with the modern world. There's a colon after that. Hey, Katie, find a title for me, please. Michael Pollan's new book, Caffeine. Then there's a subtitle. He has a good idea about caffeine, what it is, and how to. And I agree. I listened to an interview with him on NPR, and he's right on point, at least in my opinion. Now, it's not for everybody. And it's not the caffeine, it's what the caffeine's put in that oftentimes is the problem.
It's caffeine, how caffeine created the modern world.
And that's true. I'm far more productive in my work with caffeine.
This is the one that's only an audiobook.
Yes, that's only an audiobook.
So interesting.
I hope he has it in a paperback.
I bet he'll get demand for it, and he'll end up putting one out.
Michael Pollan's an investigative reporter. He knows probably more about nutrition than some nutritionists, but he understands food, and he gets it. Now, he's an interesting guy. He's rather provocative. I won't get into details, but all I know is he is a wonderful journalist, good writer, and sensible.
A side note for anyone who's trying to look this up, because I thought yesterday when you were talking about this book that you were saying Poland.
Pollan.
Pollan, Pollan. So if anybody's
Michael
trying to look
Pollan.
it up, heard what I heard. It is Pollan.
Pollan.
That caught me off guard. I was expecting to see Michael Pollan.
Yeah, it's like those records you hear on, the lyrics, and you can't make out the lyrics, and you think it's one word, and it's a totally different word.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
All the time.
Misunderstood song lyrics.
So, the coronavirus, there is a couple of updates. It seems that China is now reporting that the infection rate is slowing, and that about 80% of the people been infected have been mild infections, nothing serious. So they're trying to downplay it, I guess, and that's okay. I mean, if that's all true, that's fine. I'm glad. Apparently, a director at one of the major hospitals in China died. He got infected with it. So for some, it may be mild. For others, it may be murderous in its nature. It just depends on the individual, your immune system, your age, your health status, and how severe, They're saying 80% mild cases, and so I don't know. They're considering all sorts of things. They're even looking into, Japan's looking into using HIV medications on coronavirus patients. And they quarantined those 300 Americans. They're now quarantined for 14 days. Some of the people that got on that plane didn't know that there were people on the plane that had been infected. They weren't told. And apparently, like I said on air yesterday, where did they put them? Apparently, they did have something built on the plane that totally isolated those infected people from everybody else. But nevertheless, the cruise ship passengers, some infected, have been flown back to the U.S. The Wuhan hospital director dies of coronavirus. That's according to Chinese state media. 13 Americans have been moved to Omaha facility from evacuation flights, according to the U.S. government. Hundreds of cruise ship passengers are stuck, literally, in Cambodia. after coronavirus cases confirmed on that ship. What a mess. What a mess. We'll be back. Let's talk nutrition, coast to coast and globally. No coronavirus here.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. I'm always hard at work defending you against the many disease-causing viruses and bacteria that you are exposed to every day. But sometimes I need help to defeat the bad bugs. Luckily, our friends at Kyolic have come to the rescue. Kyolic has 2 super immune-enhancing supplements, Kyolic Immune Formula 103 and Kyo Green Harvest Blend Immune Defense. Kyo Green Harvest Blend is a power-packed blend of organic and naturally sourced grasses, ancient grains, fruits, veggies, herbal extracts, and spirulina in a fast-dissolving drink mix for a quick and easy way to support immunity. Kyolic Immune Formula 103 combines immune-boosting nutrients with aged garlic extract. Aged garlic extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only 2 ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Just one more item for that coronavirus story. There's all these little twists and turns to it. The Chinese government have employed, I'm not kidding now, they're using mini tanks that are remote controlled to disinfect the streets in some of the heavily contaminated areas. And we're showing a photograph of it. It's a little mini tank, and you got guys in hazmat suits, two guys in hazmat suits behind it with remote control.
Looks like something you'd see in a movie.
Yeah, well, it is a movie, no doubt.
I've never seen anything like this before.
And they're disinfecting the streets. You can't make it up. And I'm looking at, they're showing other photographs. If you scroll down on that story from Fox, giving them attribution, you'll see people living their lives, and there's this tank in the middle of the street spraying, and these people with masks on. What a way to live. What a way to live. Unbelievable. So yesterday, on my car radio, I have locked in a number of different, I have Sirius Satellite.
Yeah, so you have your save stations.
Right. And I have the BBC on there, and I have the CBC. You know what the CBC is? Canadian Broadcasting Company. I have to tell you, their programming is remarkable.
Amazing. They are always so on it. They are.
Jeez.
I used to live in upstate New York, and we used to get a lot of Canadian TV. Same thing with their television. On point, always.
In depth. They did. Has nothing to, well, it does have something to do with health in a way. They had a guest on there who was talking about Michelangelo. The in-depth insight into him and his health, his approach to matters of everyday life, including sexuality and practice and whatnot. I mean, I was astonished. The depth, and they are very candid. They don't pull any punches. I mean, that's adult programming, and they report it in a very elegant, sophisticated way in reporting on him. This woman is an expert, apparently, in Michelangelo. She knew everything there is to know. And I learned things about him. And I'm going to look to see now if they have programs on health and try and see what that's like. If it's good, I'll let you know and give you a heads up. But if it's anything like I heard yesterday, and I listened to a couple other things that they were doing that were not health related, and just a remarkable journalistic thoroughness to their reporting. Unbelievable.
It's nice to hear someone else say that, because I didn't used to think much of it when I lived up there, but I used to just think they are great at broadcasting. And even when I first started doing radio, I used to go listen to like Canadian Broadcasting because I love the way they report.
Unbelievable. So I'll give you a heads up. I'm going to check and see if they have any health programming shows and if they're any good. Okay, let's do a quiz.
Oh, God.
Oh, yay.
Right.
Now, one of the most deadly forms of cancer is melanoma.
That's skin cancer, right?
That's right. That's linked to UV, ultraviolet rays from the sun. And I can tell you that it is deadly. I have a friend, his brother had found a mole on his back or something. He wasn't sure what it was. He went to the doctor. It was stage 4 melanoma.
Oh, wow.
And had metastasized. Didn't know. In a lot of trouble.
Because sometimes they're like the littlest marks that you would have no idea. You just be like, oh, wow, I got a freckle. I didn't even notice that one.
I understand.
It's crazy.
It's deadly. Here's the quiz. There's a new study out, and they looked at the states with the highest incidence of melanoma. If you had to guess, out of the 50 states, which ones would you put in the top 3?
Florida.
Go ahead. That's 1.
California.
2.
Hawaii?
3.
I'd say New York, Texas, maybe California.
You're both monumentally wrong.
Oh, wow.
Well, damn.
Florida's not in the top three.
And I was shocked. The top three: Utah,
What?
Vermont, Delaware, Minnesota, New Hampshire, Oregon, Idaho in at number 7, Georgia in at number 8, the only southern state,
Wow.
Washington State, and Montana.
What?
Those are the top 10 states.
Does it
with
have
the-
anything to do with tanning beds?
Well, you're reading my mind. The states with
job.
the highest UV attributable incidence rates among all residents. I was floored. I thought Florida certainly would be in there. I thought it would be populated with a bunch of southern states. No, only one, Georgia. These variations likely reflect a combination of state differences, they said, in the strength of solar UV radiation,
Okay.
the regular or intermittent participation in outdoor activities, even intermittent sun exposure increases melanoma risk, by the way.
Interesting.
Sun protection, they don't do it.
Makes sense. We do have a lot of that.
Indoor tanning, and early detection activities, which they probably are not good at.
So theirs is more the desire to be tan. See, we have the luxury down here. We can go out in the sun. They're trying to be tan in non-safe ways.
You live in Tampa, Florida, or in Florida in the summertime, to go outside and sit in the sun, you have to have the IQ of a monkey
I mean, I totally go tanning.
to go
so
do that. I
don't
mean,
feel
you're
bad.
going to burn up. You might as well just go ahead and light a match. I mean, you're going to ignite.
Look at me, tan.
Oh my God.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest today is Dominique Ostrander with Jarrow Formulas. Over the years, I have talked about, in some detail and with some frequency, the Mediterranean diet, about the Mediterranean diet. I was raised on that diet. I still, in large measure, eat that way, in large measure, although I eat more plants now than I ever did before.
Is Mediterranean like Greek?
Yes, the Mediterranean basin, all the countries in the Mediterranean basin. You have Italy, Spain,
Okay.
Greece, okay? And you have even Arab cultures where in the Mediterranean, where Mediterranean food is, and cuisine is premier.
That's why I asked, because I hear Mediterranean like used in a bunch of different cultures,
Well,
so I just wondered.
Just do that. Go ahead and do a search. Mediterranean
Just see what-
countries, which countries in the Mediterranean basin? Or, that would be considered part of the Mediterranean category. And I bring it up today because it relates to a topic that we're going to explore a bit with my guest, Ms. Ostrander. It turns out this new study is published in BMJ. BMJ is British Medical Journal. That is a prestigious journal. That's not a comic book. It was published on Monday. I didn't have a chance to get to it. And in the bottom line, I'll get to the chase. They found that after eating a Mediterranean diet for 1 year, it altered the microbiome of elderly people to the extent that it improved their brain function and helped in longevity. The study found that the diet inhibited production of inflammatory chemicals, which lead to, let me just tell you, you don't want to say brain and inflammation in the same sentence. And that typically is what happens and causes destruction of the neurons.
Yikes.
And so this diet tended to moderate, apparently, the inflammation, brain inflammation, as I'm reading between the lines, and prevent the development of chronic diseases such as, things like diabetes, cancer, heart disease. Oh, my goodness. I'm not shocked. What is surprising, some people believe that, it's too late. I've always say it's never too late. These were elderly people. The diet is robust enough to bring about an improvement and a change in the health status of elderly people. And in particular, they paid a lot of attention to the gut. So we're going to go there today. Not to I guess to the Mediterranean of sorts. I wish we could. I'd be the first one on the plane.
I didn't realize how many countries surrounded us.
How many?
A lot. I can't count, but it says in clockwise order there's Spain, France, Monaco, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Albania, Greece, Turkey, Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Egypt, Libya.
See?
Yeah, and then a couple more, and then
it's
Malta.
That's a big basin, and
huge.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of countries where this way of eating, and what you'll find with this way of eating, they do better in their health. They tend to live longer, and they tend to have better health.
There's about 61 basin countries.
There you go. And my guest is not unfamiliar with this way of eating, and she's not unfamiliar with gut health. Jar of Formulas has had it on its mind for a long time. They're a leader in the probiotic category for sure. Dominique, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on, and I hope you're doing well.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. So
all is good in the world.
All's good, right?
All is good.
So this is an interesting study. About 60 tons of food, think about this for a second, will pass through the average human digestive tract in a lifetime. Now, I didn't say 6, I said 60. 60 tons of food exposing
That's crazy.
I know. We're here to learn, and I'm hoping that when I report in these matters that I get that response. Geez, I didn't know that. I find myself saying that. Gee, I didn't know that. 60 tons.
It seems like 60 tons in your lifetime, but still. So how much is that divided by? So that's almost a.
If you're 60, if you live 60 years, that's a ton a year.
Right. Okay. So, but let's say we live 85, 90.
Okay. So 85 divided by 60. 85 divided by 60 will tell you what the average is per year.
Right.
And it's remarkable. And so
people just literally say I just ate a ton of food. They're not kidding.
See, now I feel great.
It's true.
Now I feel great about that.
Ding, 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 ding. You can go home now. You're all done. You got an A for the day. You're done. You're done. That was good. That was good. Very good. I ate a ton of food. No kidding, Louise. You did. And so you're exposing the inside of your body, your gut, to billions of different bacteria. In addition to those you were born with as you moved through the birth canal of your mom, or if she had a cesarean, you didn't get exposed to those bacteria, which is not a good thing. You need to be exposed to those. So these microscopic microorganisms can do well for us, and they can do harm. They can do good, and they can do harm. And so in terms of how well we absorb our nutrients, and in terms of our immune system, and in terms of our general metabolic functioning, the way our brain works, it's just remarkable how the gut microbiome is a driver to all of these health matters. Now, as I said, this is not unfamiliar to Jar of Formulas, right? I mean, you guys have had this on your mind for a long time, right? With your probiotics, no?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And, to your point about a lot of people don't understand that when a baby doesn't pass through the vaginal canal and is born by C-section, that they are lacking a good, healthy microflora very often.
This is true.
And even if the mom breastfeeds. And so it can cause later early in life, like as a toddler and even as a newborn, that they're more prone to ear infections, GERD type of symptoms, reflux, eczema later, asthma, and all of. So there's a lot that we know about the health connection between a healthy microbiome and a healthy baby.
And if the mom doesn't breastfeed either, and baby was C-section into the world, then that's really problematic. When we come back, we'll go to Westchester, Pennsylvania, talk to Hank, continue talking with Dominique, and we're going to continue to talk to you.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace for a good night's rest naturally.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, Live Fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's something to ponder. Life on Earth. This life on Earth, all of it, the green life in particular, has existed for over 3 billion years. Just wrap your head around that for a second. 3 billion years. Our genus, to which we belong, which is Homo, is close to 3 million years old. And so, as we sit in right now and have this conversation with one another, our ancient ancestors, we are a product of this 3 million year old adventure with this genus. And we're species as Homo sapiens, of course. And over that period of time, we emerged as we are, and it took a long time for us to evolve and get to where we are. And I can tell you, when you get into that whole world that I'm referring to and start to read, you understand the importance of your gut microbiome. It is what connects us to the outside world. It is an intimate connection. It is our most intimate connection to the outside world. And it serves as a foundation for our health over our lifetime. And my guest today can tell you, and even in her own experiences in working with patients, that there is a direct and profound correlation between the health of your gut and your gut microbiome and your overall health. It may be cliche to say that, but I'm telling you, that is axiomatic. It is an axiomatic truth. And the better your health is, more likely the better your gut microbiome is. So that's why I'm focusing on. And my guest today is expert in this area, and so she knows a lot. Dominique, before we go back there, we have to take a call because Hank's been waiting on the line. He's up in Westchester, and it's cold up there, and I don't want him to get, I don't want him to get sick standing wherever he is. Hank, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on. I haven't talked to you in 2020. Happy New Year, Hank.
Yeah, thank you, and you too, Doc, and a belated happy Valentine's Day to all the important women in your life.
Well, my mom's gone, so that was the most important woman in my life, at least, through my life, and I'm not married, so whatever. Well, I'm doing okay, though. Thanks for the thought.
You got a sister, though, don't you?
No, she passed away, too. I've watched my family one by one, Hank.
I beg your pardon. I just lost.
No, that's okay. This is life. It's life, man. It's what happens.
Yeah,
so you had something on your mind about the coronavirus?
Yeah, I do. Doc, I'm going to seem to be angry, and it's not towards you. My anger is based on frustration. Here, my hobby is radio. I live alone. I'm a bachelor as you, and I listen to the radio all the time. I'm also a ham radio operator.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm always getting news from around the world, local and other international, obviously, from about this coronavirus. Now, what I'm not hearing, and it struck home, real close to home yesterday, about the flu that's here in America, and the contrast of how many are dying of the flu in the United States compared to the, I want to say, hyperbole.
Okay, hold your thought for 1 second. Katie, tell Hank what I've been saying for 2 weeks now. You need to turn your mic on, huh? What have I been saying about the flu? Do you remember?
That it's deadly?
Here in the United States, how many people have I said died so far this year from the flu? 10,000.
Yeah, an insane amount.
If you go to the CDC, update me, please. Go and check the prevalence of the flu. When I last looked, it was 10,000, and the number of pediatric deaths was not good either. But I've been, to your point, Hank, I've been reporting on that, and I've been saying that right here in America, we have what's called influenza, and people are dying by the thousands every year. Right now, it's over 10. Over 10,000 have died. But go ahead and continue with your point. Hank.
Two things that come to my mind right away. Number one, when I was a little boy, my American grandfather, who was a World War I veteran, told me about the flu that struck at least Philadelphia in 1918.
Yeah, the
people
Spanish
were
flu.
dying so much of it that the unfortunate soul, the corpses were piling up outside the mortuaries. They couldn't handle it all.
It's true. That was the Spanish flu. But go ahead.
Okay, all right. I don't remember which flu it was, but I do remember.
They say as many as 50 million people died from that flu. But go ahead.
And last night I got a report heard on the local news of a second-grade boy in Broomall, Marple Newtown School District, where I went to school, had died of influenza.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing, where my frustration is based, first of all, it's unfortunate that the little boy died of something that I perceive. I'm not a medical professional, by no means. It's hard for me to manage diabetes, let alone understand other things. But here's a little boy, second grade, who died of something that I perceive that could have been, his death could have been prevented. Secondarily, the news is going overboard on something foreign, literally foreign, of another country or overseas, as opposed to how we can help ourselves keep from getting sick of influenza here in America.
Okay, to your point. Now, there's an answer to that question, and my guest can help with the answer. And Katie just told me in my headset that it's over 14,000 people that have died so far this year from the flu in the U.S. And how many children, Katie? Were you able to see that?
I haven't found that yet, but it did say since October 1st of 2019, 14,000 to 36,000 deaths from influenza. So,
Dominique, you hear Hank and his point, and I've been reporting on this. I've been saying for weeks now that right here in America, we got this thing called influenza, the flu, and it kills people left and right. Tell Hank, from your perspective and experience and training, how important your gut health is with respect to your immune system to fend off that kind of infection.
Vitally important.
Yeah, explain.
It's where it starts. It's absolutely where it starts. It's not to say that if you have and you take care of your gut health that you won't get the flu, but it can certainly help support your immune system in the best possible way.
And the role of probiotics, we can talk about that too. Hank, don't hang up. You can hang up and call back. We're going to go to the top of the hour here. It's a long break, but I want to continue the conversation with you because your point's well taken. We'll come back. LTN coast to coast and globally.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The heart drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com. You can purchase Strauss Heart Drops at fine health stores or on Amazon. I promise you won't be sorry.
With the incredible growth of the natural products industry, we have never had more products to choose from. And at the same time, getting healthy has never been more confusing. Irwin Naturals has made it easy for consumers, bringing relevant, high-integrity supplements to the marketplace. Irwin Naturals soft gel delivery technology was chosen over 20 years ago for its ability to quickly and effectively deliver the beneficial nutrients found in their formulas into our bodies for enhanced bioavailability. Irwin Naturals uses a multi-step approach for their products, utilizing the latest clinically researched ingredients while assuring that all claims are supported by scientific evidence. These strict quality standards have allowed Irwin Naturals to bring high-quality CBD products made with full-spectrum hemp extract to the public at an extremely affordable price while using the highest quality hemp. Irwin Naturals stays in tune with the ever-changing face of health in America. When choosing your supplements, consider using high-quality, relevant products from Irwin Naturals.
The proceeding
show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for stopping by today. Talking about your gut microbiome and how it's connected, how it connects you to the world and me. It is our most intimate connection. There's a direct contact, believe it or not. And that gut microbiome is something that begins as you're born, moving through the birth canal, and you're being populated with microorganisms as you move through the birth canal that will serve to begin the starter set, if you will, of your microflora. And if you're born by cesarean, you don't have that experience. And if your mom didn't breastfeed you, you're not getting it either. You're not getting those important organisms into your system, and that can create some deficits down the road for that child as it matures and grows and develops. In that last hour, we had a caller from Westchester, Pennsylvania, Hank. He made a great point, and I invite him to call back. We had to go to break. He said he's mad, he's angry that all this emphasis on the coronavirus, but right here in America, where we have something that we're dealing with called influenza. And I've been reporting on this for 2 weeks now. I've been saying that. The point that he made, I've been remarking and putting a spotlight on it. So far this year, over 14,000 people have died from influenza. And I went to the CDC surveillance website for the flu. And so far, 92 influenza-associated pediatric deaths. 92 children have died. 62 of them were associated with influenza B viruses, and 30 of the deaths were associated with influenza A viruses. So, it's kind of remarkable, and I understand why they're putting a focus on this coronavirus, because it can spread across the planet. And that's what they're concerned about. The influenza is probably, in some ways, probably more deadly. But the concern here with corona, this Wuhan virus, whatever you want to call it, they have a formal name for it, COVID-19, means coronavirus year 2019, COVID-19, is that it can make its way across the globe. And that's the concern. So the first line of defense is your gut microbiome, and my guest today will tell you about that. She'll tell you about Jarrow Formula's probiotics and prebiotic products and whatnot, and how to bolster that immune system. 70% of your immune system is found in your gut. Those cells are located. They live there. Let's go back to Westchester real quick. Hank, sorry to cut you off like that. I really appreciate you bringing up this point, but go ahead. Finish your thought.
My thought is frustration, because based that we're not getting through listening to all the rest of the radio stations I hear around the world. Maybe I'm unique because this is my hobby, radio communications. But we're not getting the whole story. You're doing it well, but you're one-man band. We're not getting the whole story. We're not looking at the whole picture. This influenza, as you're describing, is deadly here. The Tamiflu that's in Asia is a concern, because now today we have much faster means of transport than what we did 100 to 300 years ago. Case in point, look at the yellow fever epidemic in the late 18th century. It took months to a year for it to get from Europe to here in America. The Philadelphia had a big epidemic in 1897.
Yeah. But
it took a while for it to get here. But nowadays, the flu from China, you can get here in 24 hours.
Yeah, well, this coronavirus is a different kind of virus. The coronavirus is different than the influenza virus. And you're right. The way the world is interconnected now, planes, trains, and whatnot. You can put somebody on a flight and who's contagious and land, and then patient zero. It starts with patient zero. This all began in a wet market in Wuhan. Wet markets are throughout Asia. That's where these are open markets. They usually they're seafood markets, but they sell animals there, snakes, marmots, and other animal pigs that they slaughter right there. And these animals get infected, oftentimes either by bats or other means. What was the other animal I talked about this week that were infecting the animals in the markets? So this gets carried away, and this is not going to be the last time this happens. But I really appreciate you bringing that point up, that right here in America we have influenza and we should be concerned. Hank, I hope you're doing well, and give us a call. Don't be such a stranger. I haven't heard from you in a long time. Give us a call back.
Yeah, I've been trying to take care of my father for the last few months of his life, and
I know.
Now he's gone as of last month, the 18th. And
sorry.
Now we got to clean out the house.
I understand. I understand.
You ever wonder why the Depression era saved so much stuff that should have been thrown out decades ago?
No. Go ahead. Yeah, I understand.
I'll see you later.
I understand.
Thank you.
All right, man. Dominique Ostrander is our guest. Dominique, welcome back to the show. So what would you say to the audience today to protect themselves not only from coronavirus, but any of these viruses, influenza in particular? What would be the first line of defense?
Choose a quality probiotic like Jarrow Formulas probiotics.
All right.
So that's something that you and I will have to either talk about for a little bit on this show or talk about on a future show as far as what to look for in choosing a high-quality probiotic, because you and I know, and I'm sure many other consumers know, that Jarrow Formulas and Jarrow Rogovin himself is a pioneer in this industry, founded the International Probiotic Association, were first to market back in 1986 with the original Jarrodophilus, which was actually the very first probiotic to introduce a mixed species formulation. So, again, we're highly innovative, a complete science-based company, and there are so many other companies out there that just wanted a piece of this probiotic pie and have created really inferior products, and it's pretty scary.
Well, we can talk about what constitutes a superior probiotic product with this, what are those criteria? We can do that. I think that's useful for the audience to know that.
Okay. All right. Well, we definitely, so just as a little bit of a cliff note, there's in probiotics, you have your genus, which would be like your Lactobacillus or your Bifida. You have your species, which would be it could be a Rhamnosus, it could be a Longum, a Breve, a Plantarum, and then you have a strain number. And the strain number is what identifies that particular strain as having specific health benefits. So often companies will use what we call generic strains that actually have no strain identification, and they're basically attempting to hide these generic, poorly characterized, or even completely unidentified strains. The problem with that is that it actually perpetuates antibiotic resistance genes to other bacteria.
All right, that's a good point. When we come back, let's try to sort that out a bit. So it's not just that it's an inferior product. The person could be setting themselves up for a bigger problem by taking these inferior products. That's why it's so important to understand what you're putting into your body. We'll come back. We'll explore this. We'll talk some more.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace for a good night's rest naturally.
85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bone Up provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone Up gives you all of these. Bone Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone Up at your local health food store. Or, for more information, go to www.jarrow.com for the best in calcium formulas.
Nutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
So if you think about it, we live in such an interconnected world. As the caller from Westchester was remarking, Hank, he's right. Pangolins and people. What is he talking about? Am I making words up? No, I'm not. Pangolins, a species of animal, is now being considered as the animal, the infectious agent that infected the animals at the Wuhan wet market. And if you don't, I did a show. We talked about pangolins and what they are. They look like an anteater, and you also have bats. That has been hypothesized as the infectious agent infecting the animals at the market.
I mean, they look bulletproof. So,
the pangolins.
There we go.
Like an anteater. So, pangolins ended up, if they are the cause, you went from pangolins to people, and that's how interconnected we are to this planet and other species of animal, and hence, with that great interconnection, it behooves each and every person to have an immune system that is prepared to take on the challenge of these microorganisms, whether they be viral or bacterial in nature. And there are other types of microorganisms too. Dominique, welcome back to the show. I think it's important for the audience to understand the point that you just made. Taking an offline probiotic, offline product, meaning, not a brand name, not quality raw material, can do a lot of harm. You said that they could take a strain of bacterium that could cause them to be, how did you put it?
Well, it'll harbor, certain strains can actually harbor and pass along antibiotic resistance genes to other bacteria.
There you go. So
it's very important to know what you're taking. I mean, it's no joke. It's very important. And now that there are so many probiotic companies out there touting that, they're the best, they have this special delivery system. I mean, I've heard companies say, well, we don't put our strain identification numbers on the label because we don't want people to know our formulas, which is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. I mean, most people want to know exactly what they're taking. I mean, who's going to take a drug? The doctor just gives them a bottle and here, take this. And wouldn't you want to know what you're taking?
They give you.
So without
they
that
give
identification number, you don't know.
When you get your prescription, there's enough paperwork that goes with the drug. My God, it's like encyclopedic. Who's going to read all that? That's how much information they give you because the law requires it. And now you have supplement companies saying, "Oh, this is a secret. We're not going to tell you." No, that's just another way of saying you're using crappy stuff.
Well, that's exactly right. And so here's what's really scary is so that there are companies, besides not putting their strain identification numbers and using generic strains, just what we call in this industry cheap filler strains. They're used to boost accounts. They're used so that they can charge more money for the bottle. But typically on those bottles, you will see what we call the asterisk. I mean, you will literally see this. It's not hidden. It's on the box, where they'll have asterisks, and the asterisk will say at the time of manufacturing. So that means that at the time of manufacturing, that's what was in that product, whether it was 100 billion, 200 billion, whatever, but that doesn't guarantee that amount throughout expiration. One of the biggest differences with Jarrow formulas is that we don't use that absolution phrase at the time of manufacturing. We guarantee potency throughout the entire expiration of the product.
How do you do that? How is it that they're able, the Jarrow Formulas is able to keep those bacteria, these living organisms, alive that long?
So not only is it in the way that it's encapsulated, the delivery system, whether it's enteric-coated, whether it's a polysaccharide matrix, it's also having to do with manufacturing with overages. So, and that's the thing that people don't understand is that in order to guarantee potency throughout expiration, you have to manufacture with overages.
What does that mean?
So if you're buying a product, meaning like, so for example, a 5 billion probiotic might be manufactured with 15 to 20 billion so that you're guaranteed that potency throughout the entire expiration.
I see.
But for companies that have high amounts, so Jarrow doesn't believe at this moment until science tells us something different that anything greater than 50 billion has any health benefit whatsoever. Because literally there is no science out there that says anything greater than 50 billion will have a better health benefit. we're of the belief system, unfortunately, that more is better, but not in the world of probiotics. And eventually, that's going to get, that's going to sink into consumers' heads. More is not better. Better is better.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That being said, when it comes to probiotics and let's say it's 100 billion or 200 billion, imagine what you would have to manufacture with to guarantee that quantity throughout expiration.
You couldn't fit them in a capsule.
You couldn't do it. And that's why they use the asterisk, and they're like, at the time of manufacturing. So, 1 week into taking your product, you literally have no idea what you're taking. No idea.
And you could be taking a strain that could make you
resistant to antibiotics.
Excuse me, anti-resistant to blah, blah, blah. I can't talk today. You know what I'm trying to say. Yes.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
So
you become resistant to the antibiotics, which makes you now a sitting target. Your immune system is down, and you can't take an antibiotic because the strain is immune. You're immune to the antibiotic, and you're done. You're done. What protection do you have? Can't call Ghostbusters. They're not going to get it done. 877-897-8255. Always here to learn. We'll be back.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Good house guest, live or podcast.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
It's always good when you have guests that bring up points. Sometimes it can slip right by, and unless you put a spotlight on it, you can miss the relevance of the point that the guest is making. And my guest today Dominic Ostrander made a great point, and that is this: that you could be taking a probiotic product that could make you resistant to certain bacteria. Let me explain. Antibiotics, since I couldn't talk in the previous block, let me redeem myself. Antibiotic resistance, as it turns out right now, is one of the greatest challenges, health challenges of the 21st century. Each year in the United States, about 2.8 million people get an antibiotic-resistant infection, and more than 35,000 people die. Now, what does this mean when you say antibiotic-resistant infection? Antibiotic resistance occurs when germs, such as bacteria and fungi, for example, will develop the ability to outsmart or defeat the drugs, the antibiotics, that were designed to kill them. That means the germs are not killed and continue to grow. And if your immune system is on the fritz, now what are you going to do? The infection will overtake you and you will die. Infections caused by antibiotic-resistant germs are difficult and sometimes impossible to treat. So the last thing you need and I need to do is buy a product, a probiotic product that's going to set you up for that. Did I overstate the case, Ms. Ostrander?
Not at all. In fact, so there's an article published in June of 2019 saying that new research has found that 6 probiotic bacillus strains are resistant to several antibiotics. Genetic analysis of other bacillus strains has shown genes that contribute to antibiotic resistance towards various types of drugs and methods in which they can still grow in their presence. Also, they were saying, and again, bacteria in probiotic beverages. And again, we're using that word loosely, probiotic, without the true World Health Organization definition, will also harbor antibiotic resistance. The National Institutes of Health did a big article that was published December of 2016 about addressing antibiotic resistance and probiotics. Like, this is not a small thing. And so, again, when you're using these unidentified strains that have not been proven to have a specific health benefit, you could possibly be ingesting these strains. So
which could make you resistant to certain bacteria, to certain resistant to. You could have bacteria then that are resistant to antibiotics.
Not only that, you can be proliferating bad bacteria instead of good bacteria. So that's what probiotics are supposed to do, right? They're supposed to sort of fill our GI tract or our vaginal tract or our oral microbiome or wherever these strains that we're looking for them to help are supposed to populate with good bacteria. Well, if they're unidentified, uncharacterized strains. Now, there's a loophole to this because there are companies that are like, oh, okay, yeah, there's some truth to that. We really do need to have clinically documented strains with the number at the end. So buckle up for this bit of information because there's a lot of companies that lie and they make up numbers at the end of their strain. And the only way to know is to put the strain into, like, for example, PubMed is a great search engine. So if you put the entire name of the strain, so for example, it could be a Lactobacillus crispatus LBV88. You want to put that whole name into PubMed, and it will pull up all of the information and clinical trials that have been done with that particular strain showing what health benefits that it has. If it doesn't come up with the number at the end, exactly as you type it in from the back of the box that you're looking at, then it's not a real strain. It's not characterized as a real strain to have real probiotic benefits.
They just made it up?
They just made it up. It's like their in-house number.
So we're clear.
It's something that...
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Well, and again, that's something that is, it's very misleading. We talk about that all the time on the air about how misleading so many companies can be, and it's really frightening. It's really honestly frightening.
So we're clear, and not to over-alarm anybody, antibiotic resistance does not mean that your body is becoming resistant to antibiotics generally. It means that bacteria have certain bacteria or bacterium, a certain bacterium, has become resistant to the antibiotic or antibiotics that were designed to kill them. That's what that means.
Exactly.
Okay? 877-897-8255. So during this cold and flu season, what do you suggest people take from Jarrow Formulas to at least give them a better chance to fend off an infection from influenza or some other critter?
So a probiotic is basically measured by its ability to adhere, right? That's how, and this is actually how a probiotic strain is characterized and then called an actual probiotic strain.
Adhere to what?
Ability.
Adhere to what?
The intestinal lumen.
Okay.
Okay, and so for example, some strains we know are great for constipation. Some strains are great for diarrhea. Some strains help support immune health. Some strains help support vaginal health. So for overall immune health, to help support your immune system in this epidemic of influenza, looking for strains that are specific for GI health, I would say, like oh my gosh, there's so many. A Lactobacillus helveticus R0052, a Lactobacillus plantarum R1012. I mean, there's a lot of strains. I love our Gyrodophilis EPS. It's very well known, very first shelf stable probiotic. I love that it's a daily probiotic every day, 1 5 billion capsule.
Yeah, it doesn't have it doesn't have a
clinically proven.
it doesn't have a gazillion microorganisms in it.
Correct. It's 5 billion per cap. So we have a 25 and we go as high as a 50 in that. But again, if we believe less is more, and you can start small and you can always add, but there's no reason to take out. And again, our probiotics are proven to colonize. Every probiotic we have contains only clinically documented strains with proven health benefits. So really and truly, start small. Don't go for the 50 billion.
Yeah.
It's not going to necessarily give you any more protection than
Sure.
the 5 billion.
Exactly. And what about the guy who's named Les Moore? Right? Talk about a conflict. Less, more is less is more. You know less, more? We'll
Makes
be back.
sense.
We'll be back.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. For more information, go online to StraussNaturals.com. You can purchase Strauss Heart Drops at fine health stores or on Amazon. I promise you won't be sorry.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Did you get enough calcium today? 85% of women over the age of 20 and 50% of men over the age of 30 consume less than the recommended daily intake of calcium. One of the best ways to protect your bones and joints, Bone-Up provides Australian hydroxyapatite, the very same form of calcium found in the human body. However, strong bones and joints require more than calcium. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, copper, silicon, vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin K, and boron are all beneficial to optimum joint function. Bone-Up gives you all of these. Bone-Up is the most healthful nutritional regimen for bones and joints. Ask for Bone-Up at your local health food store. Or, for more information, go to www.jarrow.com for the best in calcium formulas.
letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, live fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. Talking with my guest today, Dominique Ostrander from Jarrow Formulas. We were talking about probiotics and how they can serve you well or not so much if you take an offline product that could make you resistant to certain antibiotics. And not only that, promote the growth of some more unhealthy or pathogenic bacteria. So you want to take an upline quality product like Jarrow Formulas EPS. Here's the question. What does EPS mean? Does it mean Environmental Protection Service, Enhanced Probiotic System, or Every Person Served? What does EPS mean? Environmental Protection Service, Enhanced Probiotic System, or Every Person Served? Here's the number to call.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
Dominique, welcome back. So, here we are, and some would say, gee, $5 billion, that's not going to get it done. I'm just going to go right to the $50 billion. What would be the occasion for somebody to take that advanced quantity?
That's a really good question. I get that all the time.
Well, you got it one more time.
I do. And I think oftentimes if a person because even in the situations where if they've never taken a probiotic before, I would still say start low. Start with the 5 billion. If you've been on consistent antibiotics for a very long time, and there are people out there that have been in that situation, then I would say maybe you could start with the 50 billion. Again, I no matter what, I tend to want to say you can start small, and if you're not getting the result that you think you want, then you can always increase. But again, the less is more philosophy, and if the probiotic is proven to colonize, which EPS has been proven to colonize time and time again, I think 5 billion is quite sufficient. Mm-hmm. Again, it's more, I think, chronic antibiotic use. For example, there's a lot of people that have been on one antibiotic after another for different skin conditions, acne conditions and stuff. So taking a 50 billion might be more beneficial in that situation.
Mm-hmm. So the way I look at it, when I try to tell people about taking supplements to start slow, it's sort of like dating. Mm-hmm. It's sort of like dating, right? In that, yeah. When you meet somebody, you start dating. You don't, on the first date, say you want to get married. You don't advance to the late stage.
You don't? Clearly I've been doing this wrong. That's why I'm okay.
Be quiet. So you have to go little by little, to see how it's going to work out. And the same thing with supplements. You start slow to see if it's going to work and if you're going to react to it. Everybody's different. And just because it's a supplement doesn't mean it's super for you. It may not work. You may have a reaction to it. There's any number of reasons. So you sort of start slow, just like you should do when you're dating someone, Reginald. Let's go to Laura Lee in Seminole. Laura Lee, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Thank you.
How are you doing today? Oop, there you go. We just lost Yeah, we lost our guest.
Sorry, Dominique.
How are you doing today, Laura Lee?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
Oh, good. So far, so good. So what does EPS mean? Environmental Protection Service, Enhanced Probiotic System, or every person served?
I would say enhanced probiotic system.
100%. Full stop. Correcto mundo. You won a $25 supplement gift card. Do you take probiotics?
I do.
You do. Have you ever taken Jarrow Formulas EPS?
I believe I have.
Yeah. I've had good luck with that product over the years. It just seems to work for me. And I can tell a difference when I take that product in a number of different ways.
Well, I can tell a difference when I don't take it.
That's a good experiment for people to do. People often ask, well, how do I know if it's working? How about just stop taking it for a while and see if you notice a difference? And oftentimes you will. Now, there are some supplements you'll take and you won't feel anything, you won't know anything unless you do a lab. Sometimes with a probiotic, you will feel a difference. You'll have better gastrointestinal feeling. You'll function better from a gastrointestinal perspective in all sorts of different ways that I won't get into on air. But you know what I'm referring to. So the Jarrow Formulas EPS, I like it a lot. It was the first stable probiotic product on the market. And Jarrow Formulas has been at the beginning of the frontier on probiotics. They've led the way. So congratulations, Laura Lee. Thank you for listening to the show. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much. I listen all the time.
We're grateful. We're glad that you do. So this is the point you made today is critical, Dominique, and that is taking an offline, how can I put it, less transparent product could get the person into a lot of trouble. The last thing you need is to be taking bacteria that'll make you resistant to a antibiotic. That's the last thing you need, or to grow bacteria that don't belong in your gut. So go with what we know. Jarrow Formulas EPS, Enhanced Probiotic System. Any final points you'd like to make before we cut you loose?
I encourage consumers to really read the labels on their probiotics. You know, take their smartphones and I put the strains into PubMed, put them in there and see if it comes up. Type it in exactly it is on the box. And if it doesn't have the strain identification number, just know that those are generic strains. Those are unidentified strains.
Mm-hmm. And that's what you...
Unidentified in the world of probiotics, meaning that they are not shown to have a specific health benefit. We know that there are very good lactobacillus strains.
Right.
But in order for them to, let's say, increase motility or decrease motility or support immune health or whatever, we have to have that strain number to know what exact strain was studied.
Exactly. We're not talking about unidentified flying objects here. We know what we've identified. Jarrow Formulas EPS, because your health is your wealth.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical